I have over 100 hours of gameplay inside of WWE 2K26, and it's time for me to give my opinion. It has also come to my attention there are some content creators who are fans of the WWE 2K series and are giving very poor opinions on it. And it seems like 2K26 is their first wrestling game and they haven't played any of the past games. So I just want to give my proof that I've been playing these games since a kid, and these aren't even counting the games that I have on my PS4 and PS5. So you get the point. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the good, the bad, and the fixable. So enough yapping, let's go ahead and get into it. First off, I want to talk about the bad, and that includes creating arena, the season pass, too many superstars, renders, my rise, and my faction. I know a lot of y'all are here for the opinion of the season pass, but I want to get to my personal favorite and the thing that has not been fixed for years: creating arena. Creating arena has not been touched since 2K22. Since 2K22, we have been looking at the same stage parts and the same stage pieces. Yeah, they added the stage for WrestleMania 21, the pre-COVID stages of Raw and SmackDown, but it's still not really enough. All the stages have been the same since 2K17, and along with 2K22, we haven't seen any new venues being added. And they also took away the option to add a different time setting of whatever outside venue you're going to. For example, if I do a stadium venue, I can't change the time to make it day, night, or in the evening, like it was in 2K17 and 2K, I think all the way up until 2K19. Now, I never played 2K20, but to my understanding and searching on the web, 2K20 had a lot of customized venues. For example, there was a baseball stadium, there was a city venue called Winterfest or something like that. They had a lot of assets from past games that they could have put into the newer one. We could have got a Mexico Plaza venue. And my last thing about the topic of venues on creating arena, we need to get a venue without the lighting rigs or the tents in the way. Because if I want to put WrestleMania 19 in the game, I can't do that because it's in the venue of WrestleMania 31. That's aggravating seeing that almost on every big venue stage when it doesn't need to be. And I also don't want every big venue looking like MetLife Stadium. No disrespect to that venue, but can we get another version of a large indoor stadium venue? You know, I think that would kind of be good. All right, now to everybody's hot topic, season pass. Here's how I feel about season pass, and I put it in the bad because this first round of season pass, I felt like it was a bad introduction to the season pass. For example, everything on the season pass for the free one are things that we had free for the last 2K games ever since before. So why make us work hard and grind for something that we already had unlocked before? So here's what I feel like the plan for season pass for this first one is from 2K, right? I feel like this first one was to get like an introduction to show how it's going to work or how it's going to be. And I noticed I call it season pass, I'm sorry, ringside pass. And these next ones, hopefully is going to be everything new. I honestly don't want to see one duplicate of something that we had unlocked in these last couple of 2K games and the season 2 of 2K. Like it doesn't make sense. And then the fact that it would cost you $70 just to skip from level 1 all the way to level 40 in the ringside pass, that's a cash grab, bro. So hopefully in the season 2 of the ringside pass, everything will be new. If not, then I'm going to continue to just think season pass will be probably the worst thing in the 2K series. Next up, we got too many superstars and too many duplicates, right? So I know that older games had it, but it wasn't too much an issue because it'll probably be like 1 or 2 superstars that's a retro one. For example, the SmackDown vs. Raw series, you had Kane with the mask and Kane with no mask. Only difference is they were in the same character slot. Now let's say for CM Punk, right? Just do CM Punk, and then when you click the name of the character, you get to choose what attire you have. And if each attire has a different moveset, then, I mean, oh well, I guess. It's just under a different name. But whenever they say things like, oh, this game has over 300 superstars, this game has over 400 superstars. I mean, I know off the rip, it's going to be a duplicate. We're going to have about 20 John Cenas, 10 CM Punks, 5 Rey Mysterios, 3 AJ Styles, and you know, just too many duplicates, and I'm not really a fan of it. And while on the subject of that, of too many superstars and too many duplicates, right, let's talk about the renders they have. The renders they have for these characters and superstars, it is so annoying because you get the official picture of CM Punk, and then when you choose CM Punk 2008, it got him posing like you know, like change that. You got the default Seth Rollins, and then you have the Seth Rollins you unlock from showcase mode, which is the same Seth Rollins, but it's just Seth Rollins 25, and it doesn't even have a picture of Seth Rollins from that night. It just has the game render, and I don't understand that. I wish they would go back and do like how they did with 2K17, 18, and 19, and just have the in-game render, because it just looks kind of weird having an in-game render and then the actual picture of the person, and then some of these renders don't even really match up. So with that being said, I'm not really a fan of what they did with the renders. Next one for My Rise. My only issue with My Rise, in my opinion, is too short. You have to get up to 12 stars for each chapter, and After that, it's like you can go ahead and progress to the next one. And I don't know, I just felt like my routes was too short. That's why I put it in the bad category. Before I talk about my faction, I do want to voice my opinion on something everybody else is voicing their opinion on, and that's the rivalry system and universe mode. I wish there were triple threat and fatal 4-way rivalries in the game series. We have been using the same rivalry system since universe mode started with THQ and Utes. It's time for a huge upgrade in that part of universe mode. Trixie knocked down my clock. Now the next one is also something that everybody hates, and I'm starting to really hate. Compared to last year, my faction last year was a lot better than it was this year. This year, off the rip, they want us to get some of these matches done with cards we can't even touch yet. And for this year, I'm not saying it is the most hated part for me, but I don't like playing it this year. It's too much of a hassle to play some of these matches on 2K. Like one of the most recent ones that was added for this week was the Undertaker one for his birthday. You had to use a giant card. It doesn't matter what overall, just as long as you have a giant card. The only giant I have that's the highest came from the DLC pack. It's hard to do that because he's a 70 something, I think it's 75, 76 overall. And the Undertaker is literally like a 99. And so it's taken already about 5 hours to even get him damaged good enough. And then when I try to do it, I'm fighting for my life to press the button. I'm fighting for my life just doing this. Just the whole game. It's so aggravating. Now, if there was a different match type, I wouldn't be complaining because it's a different match type. But if it's something where I have to constantly press the button, submission match, casket match, dumpster match, just anything where I'm pressing the button like that, it just makes me not want to play it at all. And there's some of these objectives that they have for cards that you don't even have or can't even get yet. The time limit would be like 1 day left. How am I supposed to get 4 required cards of something I have to just take a chance at buying? Get all 4 packs in 1 day. It is coming off as a cash grab, and I'm now starting to see why people don't want to take legal actions towards the 2K series. And one of the main things I can't stand about my faction is the pack market. You buy these packs hoping to get at least a good superstar. You don't get no superstars at all. And a lot of times recently with this year so far in 2K, I've been getting duplicates on duplicates on duplicates. It's probably been about 5 times out of the, I don't know, probably about 20 to 25 times I bought a pack where I get an actual superstar. Now me, I don't use my VC or I don't use actual money to buy anything out of my faction. I don't at all because that's a waste. I use my faction points and that's really it, and the token points that I have. But other than that, I'm not spending my actual real money on my faction. My faction is starting to become an obvious cash grab, and not in a good way where it's like they're actually rewarding you for paying with your real money if you choose that option. It's just more of like, hey, give us your money and you might get a good card. So that's really my opinion on my faction. I also wish that they would have the individual persona cards because I don't feel like waiting a couple weeks for these next packs to go into the shop one by one when I could have been had some of these cards. If you want our money or you want us to pay money, at least do it in a smart way. Some people will probably pay $5 for one persona card according to who it is. I'm not saying that's me, but I'm just saying some people will. So that's really all I have to say about my faction. Now let's go to get into the guild parts and things that I like about this game. One of the best things they've added to the 2K series in general so far is the ragdoll physics. I love the ragdoll physics so much. Like it's literally the most entertaining and fun part of the game. My only quote-unquote complaint about the ragdoll physics is the lack of directional moves. Another addition to the series I love is the thumbtacks. I love the thumbtacks. I love using the thumbtacks in Extreme Rules matches. Whenever it's a match that has no DQ and I choose to pick a weapon, I always try to go for the thumbtacks. The other good thing I like about 2K26 is the small updates to the universe mode. The ability to have your own draft for whatever brand you choose, whether it be Raw, SmackDown, or even a custom one. The ability to choose any superstar or actual manager to be the manager of whatever brand you want. And the ability to copy and paste tag teams from like the original just exhibition play to universe mode. Thank God for that update. Let me shift over because my leg is hurting. Now let's talk about the fixable things in this game. I'll probably say the main one off the top of my head is the stamina system. I don't really have an issue with it. The only thing is I feel like it makes the superstars tire out too quick. I wish they would have made it to where you run out of stamina faster as the longer the match goes on. You know, not in the first 2-3 minutes of the match I'm already on purple because I ran and then I wanted to dodge. You know, it's just I'm not really a fan of how that's set up. Now online, granted, it does help out because in these past 2Ks you got people that like to dodge every single move you do, and it's not really fun. It's more of like I feel like I'm sweating for this game, or I have to become a sweat to be good at this game. So I'm kind of you know, they should just be able to tweak it a little bit on the stamina system. Next up, for community creations, I wish they would add back the recent tab. I think they took it out in 2K25 or 2K24, and I wasn't a fan of that because you just got most downloaded and most upvoted. So every time I want to download an image, I have to automatically, the moment I open up images, scroll to like page 50 or whatever page I can remember I was on last time, and then continue off from there. And that's a little too much work, and I'm not really a fan of that. Or just have a fourth option where it's like just random, whether it be new or old, popular or not, just having like a fourth tab for that. Now, as far as bugs in my gameplay, I didn't really encounter those, but I'll probably say the main one I encountered was anytime I use thumbtacks, they would be floating in the air in the shape of somebody's body, as if they're on somebody's body, floating up in the middle of the air while I'm doing my victory scene. Maybe it's probably because I use a lot of thumbtacks, maybe, but if not, I wish that's something that can get fixed. And the last thing I want to talk about that I wish they can fix is the ability to have some type of, I don't know, server where you can upload old characters from older 2K games as a way to copy and paste, because I'm tired of creating the same characters piece by piece over and over again. I just want to be able to copy and paste it somewhere, put it onto a server, and just download it from whatever server is available for me to download in 2K, so I don't have to, you know, constantly create my characters over and over each year. And it does take up a lot of time, and I want something faster. And that is the end of this video. Go ahead and let me know in the comments how you feel about 2K26. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you dislike some things? Just whatever you feel about the game, just make sure to put it in the comments. Go ahead and hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I will see y'all in the next one. God willing, be safe. Don't do drugs. Stop vaping. Peace.